testified before Congress that sodium fluoride causes cancer, IQ reduction, brain damage, you name it. It doesn't even strengthen teeth. And what's the government's answer? We're going to increase in many cities the amount of fluoride that we're adding to the water. And now the city of Watsonville has been cited by the California Department of Public Health for failure to comply with an order by the state to fluoridate the water supply. And now Schwarzenegger has gotten laws rammed through to get this done. This is a massive chemical attack that reduces fertility, that increases bone cancer, and attacks every organ in the body. It's admitted on record. And it's literally being done to make you servile zombies and submissive. And now the government's coming out saying, yeah, we do it to make you submissive. And we want to put lithium in your water to make you submit and be happy. The government's going to perfect you and make you happy. And we've got vaccines that will go in and reprogram your brain so you won't feel stressed and get angry. This is a plague upon all of us all. This is a military-industrial complex, big pharma war against free humanity. The facts are in. We're all victims of this, not just Lindsay Lohan. They know that they're selling this death. But let's get into vaccines. Wolfgang Wodarg, the head of the EU Commission, a medical doctor, conclusively found with his board of other scientists and doctors that the H1N1 was a toxic vaccine and was a hoax, and that medical companies, the big vaccine makers that made tens of billions of dollars, paid off European and other Western governments, including the United States, to go out and hype fears. And now we have the statistics out of England where they've suspended the H1N1 shot because of a 10-fold increase in violent convulsions in under 5-year-olds. It's giving them chronic brain inflammation, brain damage. And if your child happens to have a convulsion after the vaccines, then the CPS comes and takes them. Well, now the media's back. Tom Thumb is offering a big discount on your groceries if you get the new H1N1 shot for 2010, combined with the regular flu shot. The government is all over the newspaper saying everyone must take it or we're basically all dead. So they were caught hoaxing everyone last year. It came out it was a hoax. And are they ashamed of what they've done? No. They're back pushing it, ladies and gentlemen. They know full well what they're doing. Just like the Gardasil shot. On its own insert, it admits it doesn't protect you from papillomavirus and cervical cancer. And it admits that it's actually maimed and killed many people and caused autoimmune disorders. So now they're back again trying to force feed us their mercury-laced deadly vaccines in 2010, even after the EU and the British Medical Journal exposed them for the fraud they were involved in. I've interviewed the former head of the Pentagon's depleted uranium program, Dr. Doug Rockey. And up until the mid-1990s, the Pentagon admitted that DU, depleted uranium, was deadly poisonous and radioactive, that it would hurt the people that lived in the countries where we used it, and that would also hurt our troops. Now they're using it in hundreds of different types of munitions. And the statistics and studies are coming in from Iraq in cities like Fallujah, where it's been used, with a 4-fold increase in all cancers and a 12-fold increase in childhood cancers in under 14s. And the images of the mutated, deformed children with 2 heads or without legs, and the fact that their blood's been tested and they're full of depleted uranium, it is so inhuman. And our troops go into these areas and breathe it and absorb it as well, and we're seeing massive increases in deformities of their children. Now, what does it say about our government? That they had developed this stuff in the 40s as a weapon, but they wouldn't use it until 1991. And there is a multi-billion-year half-life on this depleted uranium, and it is a scourge upon humanity. And it's now being used in firing ranges across the United States near to major cities. If you're asking why this is happening, it's not just about profits. It's about power. It's about population reduction. We have covered the White House science czar calling for drugging the water to sterilize people. We've gone over, the hundreds of different government documents that call for it as well. But just in the last few weeks, one of our Infowars.com writers did some amazing research and found published, admitted on the Rockefeller Foundation's own website, studies where in the 60s they were putting massive amounts of money into compounds that could be added to vaccines so that you'd be given a vaccine for tetanus or the flu that would then go in and reduce fertility. So everybody doesn't get sterilized, because then people would notice. Only certain percentages. And so they talked about how to secretly do this and put it into the vaccines to sterilize people. And now it's been done, and they're expanding this system. There is something to the science of vaccines and how you can take a little of something that's bad so that your body learns to defeat it. But the issue is the UN and our own government's been caught adding real polio to vaccines all over the world every year, killing people in mass, and they just get away with it. They've been caught adding cancer viruses to polio vaccines. They've been caught adding other systems to tetanus shots to carry sterilization compounds. They've been caught doing everything the Rockefellers funded in the 60s. This is a total military takeover, but it's by stealth. And it's not just Lindsay Lohan being targeted by these poisons, by these drugs, by the stuff in the water. It's all of us. We're all under attack. And these drugs and chemicals make us more unhealthy. They make us more mentally unstable. So the system has a pretext to come in and control our lives. Please warn everyone you know and spread this video to everyone you can so that we can stop this madness. Our entire civilization is under threat by the scientific dictatorship. Folks, it's up to you. Lindsay Lohan poisoned is the search term. 3 words, Lindsay Lohan poisoned. Lohan spelled L-O-H-A-N. Lindsay Lohan poisoned. Let's make it #1. We'll be right back with more news.
Is your debt problem a ticking time bomb? Thanks to a new financial consumer relief program designed in response to the economic crisis facing millions of Americans, you don't have to wait until it's too late to defuse your debt. If you owe $10,000 or more in credit card bills and are struggling to make minimum payments, get ready to take down this number for free information that could potentially save your home, the lifestyle you're accustomed to, and your family's financial well-being. But don't wait. Studies show that if most debt problems are confronted directly, beneficial settlements, manageable monthly payments, and quick restoration of credit are more easily attained, potentially saving you thousands of dollars in interest charges, fees, and unpaid debt. Don't procrastinate. Call now for your free information and begin putting your economic house in order today. To qualify for this program, you must have $10,000 in credit card debt. Call the American Debt Associates at 800-876-2966. 800-876-2966. Again, 800-876-2966.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
No one likes foreclosure. You won't say, think, or even consider foreclosure with ZeroDebtGuarantee.com. Why? Because ZeroDebtGuarantee.com guarantees to stop your foreclosure for at least 2 years with no payments, no bankruptcy, and no negotiating. Thinking loan modification? That still keeps you in default. Zero Debt in 90 days is the only proven system that keeps you in your house for as long as you want to stay, while making it possible to even get clear title to your house. No, we are not investors, bankers, attorneys, or real estate agents. We are a group of people just like you that are sick and tired of the housing crash, and we've helped thousands avoid foreclosure since 1993. Please visit our website today, ZeroDebtGuarantee.com, or call to see how we can help save you tens of thousands of dollars and save your home. Call 800-477-9256. 800-477-9256. That's 800-477-9256, or visit ZeroDebtGuarantee.com. Guaranteed to stop foreclosure.
We took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little.
Continuing with the topic we were just covering, Finland suspends swine flu shots that were vaccine linked with neurological disorder. Well, it causes hundreds of different disorders. Their own inserts admit that. England Their own government has said doctors don't give it to under 5s. Tenfold increase in seizures, in many cases leading to permanent forms of epilepsy, totally frying your brain. And this is on Infowars.com by Paul Joseph Watson. He's got links to mainstream news reporting on it. Finland's National Institute for Health and Welfare, the THL, has suspended the use of H1N1 vaccine over fears that the shot is linked to 300% increase in cases of the neurological disorder narcolepsy, where you just fall asleep uncontrollably, among children and young people over the last 6 months. The news is sure to discourage more parents from vaccinating their children in the coming months, with the swine flu shot now being combined with the regular seasonal flu jab. A recent Rasmussen poll showed 52% of Americans were concerned about the safety of the vaccines. Record low numbers last year and this year took the H1N1 and the regular seasonal because of your efforts, my efforts, and other people getting the word out. Now the British Medical Journal admits it's a fraud. The European EU Health Commission. This is all fact. And they don't care. They're back with their hoax again, saying take it again. Warn everyone you know. I know a talk show host here in town who didn't believe me about this stuff, took the shot, and his hands and feet got paralyzed, got numb for about a month. The doctor said, yeah, you have Guillain-Barré, but thank God it went away. It all varies what it does to you. Continuing, FDA uses egg recall to demand more power, authority over food. So no one's gotten even sick from this. In many areas of the country, but they're recalling it. In 2 states, 1,300 people have become sickened, but thank God nobody's died. But they're trying to use it as a way to totally take over all farm production. Meanwhile, they're pushing poisonous drugs, vaccines, all of this on everyone. So very, very important information. Of course, already covered the French news agency. Oil spill cleanup workers suffered chromosome damage, respiratory illnesses. And they're still trying to tell everybody it's fine. You don't need to wear a mask, because if they ever admit it's dangerous, then there could be claims. So they're knowingly sending you out there to have irrevocable damage. This just illustrates how the controllers could care less about your health. In fact, they enjoy lying to you. Get wise about this and think of how many people we can wake up when they go look at Lindsay Lohan poisoned as the #1 search term. Then they see the video and the news article about it. I got Kurt doing another one. So when they see the term Lindsay Lohan poisoned, that'll be a minor blurb in the article he's doing right now. And it's going to talk about the vaccines and the brain damage and the poisoning and the autoimmune results in the brain. And you can write your own articles with Lindsay Lohan poison in the headline, with your own information that you want to have the public see. This is going to be a big search term today, Lindsay Lohan poison. Continuing with other lies, more troops head to Iraq as Obama declares mission accomplished. CNN, Fox, The Guardian, New York Times, General Electric, they're all admitting, oh, yeah, we're sending more troops. They're all reporting this. It's all by General Electric, NBC-owned General Electric. They're all saying, oh, we're just renaming the combat brigades to something else, taking some troops out, sending them to Afghanistan, sending a few thousand home for photo ops that the war's over. Just like Bush said 7+ years ago, months after the war started, that the war was over, military operations were over. Same hoax. Just like 8 years ago, they said Iraq had nukes. 8 years later, they're saying Iran has nukes. They just use the same lies over and over again. Meanwhile, dozens killed in a series of bomb attacks, and different Iraqi news media and officials are saying they think the Iraqi government is bombing. This is big news in Iraq as a way to keep more U.S. forces there. We are out of time, ladies and gentlemen, for this hour. Don't forget the website, Infowars.com. God bless you all. Great job, crew. Lindsay Lohan poisoned. Lindsay Lohan poisoned. That's the search term. Lindsay Lohan poisoned. Come on, we can do it. This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, A solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really